So, yo, good morning, everybody. It is Matt Fox from Matt Fox on the Tube, and I'm coming at you guys from Rostock, Germany. Um, doing it today with my freaking laptop because I wanted to have a little bit of free hands. All right, so let's get at it. So, once again, Matt Fox coming at you from Rostock, Germany. This is the word. One of these sides. Okay, so this is the word. All right. So, what do we got to talk about? The Epstein files, of course. Um, the Epstein files have come out, and freaking Donald Trump is trying to go ahead and deny that it had anything to do with him, and that he was any kind of a bad person or any kind of that shit. And I think we can all agree that freaking Donald Trump and his uh, people that he has over there serving in the cabinet are all freaking crooked as hell. All right. So let's go back to an earlier time when it was just getting started. And there were a couple of guys that were a part of this whole deal. And I keep on trying to get it across to you guys. Although everybody seems to want to ignore it, Donald Trump has been the linchpin in every single situation in regards to Epstein. So, but it is not just that. Trump has a habit of saying some very important men or some very important guys or some high level people. Yeah. So Epstein and Trump and maybe one other guy, maybe somebody from Russia, maybe decided, okay, pass this off. We're going to do something here. Get you this island, set you up, and then you have parties, invite friends and stuff. All good. So that's what Epstein did. And in all of these rooms on this island, they're all outfitted with up to date listening devices, cameras. So all these guys that were going into these rooms with these women, and there were plenty of them because obviously Elon Musk was trying to get to the island. He really wanted to go to the island. And freaking, you know, Epstein had to fucking let him know off the bat that, hey, you know what? There's not going to be any girls over 25. So come on over. It's going to be a lot of fun. Um, Although he says he never was on the island. I don't know. He certainly was trying to get over there by reading some of the emails that I've seen. And I'll just say that it's not pretty. The oh, sorry about that. Cancel. The emails from Elon Musk make him look really, really, really bad. I mean, this dude was like super thirsty, shooting super thirsty emails to Musk. I mean, to Epstein, trying to get over there on the island. So now let's go back to the beginning. Like I said, this all started back in the game. And it was whose idea? I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and say it was one of those countries that start with an I. And the information services had people who were friends with Epstein, friends with Wexner. That's the one that really put Epstein on the map was Wexner. Wexner is the owner from Victoria's Secret. Just to throw it out there, you guys. Anybody that thinks about buying any Victoria's Secret, just know that you will be donating to Donald Trump, because Donald Trump has a interest, $500,000 interest in uh, Victoria's Secret. So just to let you know. So there was some people back in the game, John Casablancas, Gerard Marie, and these guys, they came from elite modeling. And there was a particular person sitting on the judge table with Donald Trump and John Casablancas and some other ladies that were there. And the girls, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, would come up, come in the room before the tables, model around wearing a swimsuit or whatever. Yeah. And the guys would chit chat back and forth and talk about the girls when they were there, and then they would send them out. So the guy on the table said that these girls, many of them, were not the winners, did not get to compete in the year of the look of the year competition, or the Miss Teen USA, or that. But, and I keep on trying to tell you guys this. Now, this is something that I've been trying to get out there. All this started a long time ago. And Trump is the linchpin. And Epstein is the linchpin. These two together, along with a few people from France and other countries, made all this stuff happen. And the girls were taken, like I said, from the Miss Teen USA, from the Miss USA, and from the Look of the Year competition, and whatever. So the thing is all the cameras and all the microphones. And that's what got things rolling. When Jeffrey Epstein went to tell some of his guests that somehow somebody from this government got some film from their activities somehow, some way, then they would be using that information to get other information that could help them either get rich or to clear the way for some sort of action to take place, either maybe a merger or something like that. So see, that's why it was like this big business to be involved with Jeffrey Epstein. So, and the thing is, Jeffrey Epstein had some crazy stuff going on in his place. Yeah. Sticking their fingers inside little girls. Not too sweet. Not too sweet. So the girls from around the world that would come to compete in these pageants, many of them came from very, very poor backgrounds. And when they were confronted or given the opportunity to sign on to a deal to the tune of, I don't know, let's say $2,000. $2,000. Let's say you're a young girl from, I don't know, Venezuela or freaking Bali, I don't know, whoever, wherever, right? Let's say you're competing, right? But they don't choose you. And then some guy pulls you to the side later on. He says, hey, you know what? I know we didn't pick you to take part in the pageant, but it doesn't matter. You can still make some money here. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to win that pageant. You can still make some money. I'll tell you what, I'll give you a couple $1,000s and you come over to this island over here and you work for me for a couple of weeks. So, and that's how it goes. And that's how more than one were brought to the Epstein Island through these pageants. All the girls that came didn't win. All the girls that came to try out didn't end up competing. And so all these girls that came over there, some of them very naturally beautiful little girls, but they did not know what was waiting for them. When they decided to go ahead and take that offer, then they got flown out to this island, and they're stuck. Can't get off the island. So, and there is more than one where other girls that were on the island were asking about other girls that had been there that somehow weren't there anymore. I'm going to say it, but you will not believe it, that women were bought and sold, or girls were bought and sold, and ended up being taken somewhere else. Whether it's Saudi Arabia, Russia, France, who knows? We do not know. However, I encourage each and every one of you to continue researching the Epstein files, because when it comes down to it, the real guilty party sits in the White House, and he is enriching himself beyond belief. I'm certain that his desire to come out of the presidency richer than Elon Musk, so he can throw that in his face. So, but for the Americans to sit there and let this dude continue to enrich himself further and to fucking gaslight everybody in America is crazy. It is crazy. I have to admit it. Let me see what I can do here. I gotta try this sometime. All right, sorry, I'm gonna cut that out. All right, so nevertheless, for anybody that watches today, I just want you to take this and think. Trump is saying that the Epstein situation is a hoax. Trump is not a charitable person. And when Trump gave something to somebody, or when he does, he expects something in return. And that's why the $400 million jet. And that's why the UAE doing operations in Colorado. It's unbelievable. So Trump is going to sell out this country in order to enrich himself. And people, you need to start paying attention, because he is not fucking around. So the only thing that we can do is hope that his end comes soon. All right. I'm going to be trying to do some more research, and I'll come back later on today, and we'll be coming back doing another podcast this afternoon. But for anybody that watches, hey, do your research. All right. Do your research. Stay safe and stay out of trouble.